If you've ever opened Photoshop and wondered why your document is showing inches instead of pixels or centimeters instead of something that makes more sense for your project, you're in the right place. In this video, I'm going to show you how to change units in Photoshop in 3 simple ways, including the fastest shortcut, the permanent default setting, and how to set units for a brand new document. This is one of those small Photoshop skills that can save you a lot of confusion, especially when you're working on web graphics, print designs, or any project where precision matters. And before we jump in, if this tutorial helps you out, make sure to hit like and subscribe for more quick Photoshop tips and beginner-friendly tutorials. Let's get started. The fastest way to change units in Photoshop is with the ruler shortcut. If you already have a document open and you just want to switch what you're seeing on screen, this is the easiest method. First, make sure your rulers are visible. On Windows, press Ctrl+R. On Mac, press CMD+R. You should now see rulers appear along the top and left side of your canvas. Now, here's the key step. Right-click anywhere inside one of those ruler bars. A small menu will appear with different measurement options. From that list, choose the unit you want to use. Photoshop gives you several choices, including pixels, inches, centimeters, millimeters, points, picas, and percent. Once you select one, your active viewing units will update right away. This method is great when you just need a quick change while working on a single file. For example, if you started in inches but your client wants pixel-perfect social media graphics, you can switch over in seconds without digging through settings. It's fast, simple, and perfect for temporary adjustments. Now, if you want Photoshop to always use a specific unit by default, then you'll want to change the global preferences. This is the best option if you're tired of switching units every time you start a new project. On Windows, go to Edit, then Preferences, then click Units and Rulers. On Mac, go to Photoshop, then Settings or Preferences, and then Units and Rulers. Inside the Preferences window, look at the Units section near the top. You'll see a drop-down next to Rulers. Click that drop-down and choose your preferred default unit. If you work mostly for digital design, pixels are usually the best choice. If you do print work, inches or centimeters may be more useful. Once you've selected the unit you want, click OK to save your changes. From now on, Photoshop will use that unit as your default whenever you create new files or work with certain tools and shapes. This is especially helpful if you want your workspace to behave consistently across every project. It cuts down on mistakes and makes your workflow much smoother. Next, let's look at how to change units for a new document. This is the best method if you're starting fresh and want to set everything up correctly from the beginning. To do this, click New File or use Ctrl+N on Windows or CMD+N on Mac. When the new document window opens, look at the right-hand Preset Details panel. You'll see a drop-down menu right next to the width field. Click that drop-down and change the unit before typing in your size numbers. You can switch to pixels, inches, or whichever unit fits your project best. This is a really important habit to build because it helps you avoid accidentally creating a file at the wrong size. If you're designing for the web, pixel dimensions are usually what you want. If you're preparing something for print, you may want inches, centimeters, or millimeters instead. By setting the unit first, you make sure your document starts off exactly the way you need it. So, to recap quickly, use the ruler shortcut if you want the fastest on-screen change, use the Preferences menu if you want a permanent default, and use the new document panel if you want to set the unit before starting a project. That's really all there is to it. If this Photoshop tutorial helped you, please give it a like, subscribe for more easy editing tips, and check out more of my videos for beginner-friendly Photoshop guides. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.